Greetings, family. Hi, everyone. It's your big bald-headed sister, Action Jacqueline. Good evening, family. How is everybody doing today? How is everyone doing today? I feel like today is like the morning after. You know what I'm saying? The morning after. You know, the tragic news about yesterday, that what happened to actor Malcolm Jamal Warner. I don't know, but that one really took me. I've been dealing with a lot of DEATH lately. So, and I've been handling it really well. And the way I've been handling it is to just try not to focus on it because I do have this tendency to forebode, right? Let me turn a light on because I feel like I need some light. Is that better? No better. But anyway, yeah, I have this tendency to forebode, and meaning like I will, if I start thinking about death, like in my mind, everyone in my world starts dropping dead on me. You know what I'm saying? So I have to be very intentional about not thinking about it. But for some reason, this one right here, maybe because every time I like open an app or turn on the TV, they're talking about it. And it's just like, wow. Anyway, that's what I mean by I feel like today is like the morning after. It definitely has that sullen morning after feel. So, anyway, last night I was live, and hi everybody, I'm Action Jacqueline, by the way, your big bald-headed sister and fellow alopecia princess. Yeah, I was on live last night, and I broke out this wig, and I know what y'all are saying. You're like, what is that she's wearing on her head? It looks crazy. I know it does look crazy. It's a human hair wig. I don't typically wear human hair wigs because in my mind, they all look crazy unless you spend $1,600 on them, especially for the colors that I wear. These things get really expensive when it comes to shades like the ones I need to wear. I can't wear natural black color wigs anymore like I did when I was in my youth. Because they're just too hard against my skin and they age me. I am a woman of a certain age, so I have to be very careful about doing things that age me. And one of those things that ages me is dark hair, right? So I don't wear it anymore. And ever since I made the switch from dark hair to light hair, I have not been able to get a good human hair wig without spending between $1,100 and $1,700 on it. Prior to that, when I was wearing natural black hair, I could get those wigs all day long. Great condition, beautiful, straight out the box, you know, all the bells and whistles, French lace, melted hairline, pre-plucked edges, all the bells and whistles for like $400. Now, if I spend $400, oh, damn it. Sorry, y'all. Now, if I spend $400 on a wig, it's this. So this is what you guys are looking at now. You're looking at I believe it was a $400 wig, and it looks like it. It really is. It's a stiff wig. I'm gonna try to style it. Hold on. Let me secure that. Yo, everything just is falling apart right now. Even the chest of drawers that I just opened just fell apart in my hand. Okay, hang on. Oh gosh. All right. So anyway, I don't know if you guys saw the title of this. This is what I used to secure my phone, by the way. Bear with me. Bear with me. All right. So is that better? Woo. We back. We're back. Okay. So I don't know if you guys saw the title of this stream, but I am a recovering Wig-a-Holic, y'all. As you can see, probably from my cover photo, in my profile pic, I am a completely bald woman. I have alopecia universalis, which means I don't grow hair on my body whatsoever. So I've been wearing wigs now since I was 13 years old, right? And when I say I'm a recovering wig-a-holic, I don't know if there's a term for that, but I just coined it. So if you ever hear that again, just know that your big bald-headed sister coined that term, okay? In my lifetime, I started wearing my wigs when I was like 13 years old. No, lies. I started wearing wigs when I was 12 years old. At the tender age of 12, in 1980, like 1987 or something like that, back when wigs, let me tell you, there was no such thing as lace wigs back then, okay? So just imagine your little 12-year-old sister walking around in a big grandma wig. That's what I was, okay? So I've been wearing wigs for that long. And I estimate that in my lifetime, I probably spent close to $16,000 on wigs in my lifetime. Maybe more. I don't think it's less because I bought a number of $1,000 wigs, a number of $1,200 wigs, a couple $1,700 wigs. I actually even went to the hair club for men once, and I spent $2,165 on a wig. I know y'all look like, wow, that's insane. And I always just wrote it off as a necessity, right? I'm a bald girl. If anybody deserves to wear some fake hair, that would be me, right? So that's how I wrote it off. That's how I explained it away. Nobody ever argued with me because no one else was bald like me. So nobody could really, like, even my family, they would never question it. They'd just be like, oh, you're buying another wig. They would give me that look. But they wouldn't say anything about it because no one else has the struggle. Very few people have the same struggle that I have. That's why I'm here on the internet, by the way, because I've always been so lonely in my struggle that I just feel like if I'm ever going to speak to somebody about my alopecia, I guess I have to do it online because no one else is coming forward with the truth in real life. I know people in real life who I know full well have alopecia. I know it because they have no eyelashes, they have no eyebrows, they wear wigs. We talk, and I'm very open about my alopecia, but for some reason, these women just do not want to divulge. And they have a right to not want to talk about it if they want to, right? So I get it. But that just leaves me with less people to talk to about my issue. So, when all the girls are sitting around talking about, oh, we're going to go get our hair braided, I'm just like, okay, I'll leave the room now. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, as a recovering wig-a-holic, I am now terrified to spend money on a wig. Terrified. I wear the same wig all the time. This is not the one. This is one that I just found in my drawer for some reason. It's like the wig fairy came and dropped this wig in my drawer. Actually, it's been there for a long time. It's been there since COVID. Last night when I found it, it took me a while to remember where it came from, but I remember buying it. In COVID, during COVID, I had to go to meet somebody I went through through the window of my car. That's how weird it was during COVID times. I don't know how to say your name. Nayanyana says, you beautiful girl. Thank you so much, Nayanyana. Did I say that right? I hope I did. It's a really nice name. I like. So yeah, I spent about $16,000-$17,000 in my lifetime on wigs, and now I'm terrified to spend money on it. I feel like a lot of women, even women who don't have alopecia, are wig-a-holics. And that's when I realized I had a problem. It wasn't until I started speaking to other women with hair, with full heads of hair. And I became very open, like I said, about my alopecia. Like I would talk to everyone about it. Anybody who came across me and knew me for more than a day or two knew right off that I wore this wig, right? So then the girls would be like, oh, so where did you get this wig? How much did you pay for it? And I would always tell them, this was years ago, by the way, I would always tell them, oh no, don't aspire to have this hair. This hair costs so much damn money and caused me such a headache. Don't aspire to have this hair. You have a full head of hair, just wear your natural hair. And they'd be like, girl, I spend the same amount of money. I spent $400, $500, $600 on a wig, no problem. And I'm looking at them like, You have a full head of hair and you spend $600 on a wig. Why would you do that? And then I realized that that's a very common thing. I thought it was just a thing unique to me, but then I realized it's a common thing, and it's keeping a lot of us ladies broke. Yeah, a lot of us are living in almost poverty conditions. I'm not kidding. I know that sounds extreme. Almost positive poverty conditions, because we put all our money into our hair. You would actually think that we were performers. We were stage performers. The amount of money that some of us spend on our hair, and I'll be the first one to say I was that girl. My name is Action Jacqueline. I'm your big bald-headed sister, and I am a recovering Wig-a-Holic. And so now I'm terrified to spend money on wigs. So let me tell you, the reason why I had to spend so much money on wigs was because I messed around with these human hair wigs. And like I said at the start of this video, back when I was wearing dark wigs, I could buy those all day, and they would last. They were great, natural black wigs. Most wigs are sourced from the heads of Asian women. Y'all know that, right? From Indonesia, China, places like that, right? Brazil, or things like that, right? All people who have naturally dark hair. So when it comes to getting blonde wigs, unless you're going to get like a Slavic wig, which costs considerably more, not because the hair is any better, the hair is not better quality, but it's rarer, right? Y'all, if you could see the lap, can y'all see how much hair just fell in my lap? This wig is such a piece of shit. Lord have mercy. But I'm not going to spend another dollar. Not today, anyway. Not until I have figured this out on another human hair wig. I always wear the same synthetic wig all the time. Somehow I stumbled across this wig in my arsenal of wigs, and it's almost brand new. And I could see why I didn't wear it, because it's really not the best quality at all. But I told myself, you know when you're ready, Jackie. Jackie, you know when you're ready to get a new human hair wig, because you will have exhausted all the wigs in your arsenal. So I'm going to exhaust this one, even though, look, just hair. I'm going to have to vacuum and dust. It's so bad that when I vacuum, I then have to fix my vacuum because the hairs get all caught up in the rollers. So insane. But I'm going to exhaust this wig before I buy another one. I am not going to purchase another one. I have this wig. I have this sensational wig, which I like. I know these, this is like my swim wig. It's a Lace 11. I like this wig a lot. And it's great for going swimming because it's curly and all that other stuff. I'll get into that one later. And then I have the wig that I wear all the time, which is a Zara wig by Jon Renau. So between those three wigs, after I've exhausted all three of them, then I will look into buying a new wig. I know I want to change the color of my Zara wig, but there's nowhere to go to try different colors. It's nowadays, it's to the point where the only way to try colors is to order a bunch at a time, and then make sure that you get it from a place that accepts returns, because you're going to try on all the wigs, all the different colors, and then you're going to return the ones that you don't like and keep the one that you do, right? So I'm probably going to have to spend like $600 or $700 on 3 Jon Renau wigs of different colors, and then pick the color that I like. Because the last time I blind bought a wig, changing the color, I was really displeased, and I ended up spending the whole holiday season wearing hair that I hated. So I don't want that to happen again. So I'll do it this way. Anyway, guys, this is how the wig is coming out. I'm going to wear it despite the fact that it's kind of trashy. It is trashy. I'll tell you what I used in it to try to give it some sort of life. And trust me, it's just some sort of life. It's not much of a life. But I use this. This is Keratin Mist by CHI. That's another thing. When it comes to human hair wigs, especially the ones that have been dyed and bleached, they require a lot of care, like special care. So you have to get good quality products to put into it, and they're expensive. But damn, y'all, if you ever get your hands on a really good human hair wig, there's nothing like it. And the problem is there's so few and far in between. You can get some, but I guarantee if you buy 5 bleached colors human hair wigs, 2 out of 5 of those will have been a piece of junk. It's every time. And you spend so much money just trying to do better each time. I'm not doing it. Just going to exhaust all these wigs. Would y'all wear this wig, by the way? Would y'all wear it, or would you trash it and just go get a new one? Because that's what I would have done when I was a Wig-a-Holic. I would have trashed this wig. Y'all see my lap? Imagine the floor. That's just the lap. Imagine the floor. Yeah. I would have trashed this wig and bought a new one. And it wouldn't have mattered if I only got 2 or 3 days of wear out of it. In fact, if I only got one and it was a piece of junk, toss it in the trash. Because these wig companies, they sure know how to take your money. You know what I mean? Once you cut off the lace, you can't return it. Once you manipulate the hair in any way, you can't return it. And they package and they deliver the hair in a condition that makes you think, you know what, this is a nice wig. I think I'll cut the lace off and keep it. Next thing you know, you're walking past some storefront window, you glance inside the glass, and there's a bird nest in the back of your neck, right? Y'all know about that. That's this kind of wig. I can tell already. We're gonna test it out though, because today I gotta go out. So we'll see what it looks like throughout the day. Anyway, guys, do y'all want to do the Bald Girl News? I do host a Bald Girl News segment, and in the Bald Girl News segment, we just talk about things that are fun for the bald community. I think you guys would like it. Definitely check out my previous uploads, and you'll be able to see what the Bald Girl News looks like. A quick rundown I'll try to go through with you before we leave. Let's see. So two kids in a Jupiter, Florida classroom both lost their hair. 2 students. They were both like, I think, you know what, I'm going to read it to you. You guys want to hear that story? Let me know if you're interested in hearing that story, because I'm about to read it. Unless you say, no, don't worry about it. Talk more about your Wig-a-Holic episode. Then I'm going to go ahead and read you that story about the 2 kids in a Jupiter, Florida classroom who both lost their hair. All right, so give me a second. I'm going to pull it up for you guys. Okay. You know what? I'll pull it up here because I'm streaming to TikTok. Ooh. Streaming to TikTok and to YouTube at the same time, so you guys can't see the same thing. Ow, I just burned myself. Fudge. I want to say the F word so bad. I caught myself, though. All right, hang on. So, I like to show it so that it doesn't look like I'm just making up information. Florida mom says toxic classroom caused son's hair loss. All right, I want y'all to hear this. Matter of fact, it looks like I can just
playing from Jacqueline's iPad.
All right, a Jupiter mother believes mold in her son's pre-K classroom made him sick and caused his hair to fall out. Wasn't able to get it fast enough. I'm trying to move fast for y'all so I don't bore you. with my slowness. I got that, over a certain age slowness with technology. I'm good at technology, but it does take me a minute. Florida mom says toxic classroom caused son's hair loss. Slow AF. Slow AF. Okay, here it is. Florida mom says toxic classroom caused son's hair loss, but school district insists tests found no mold. All right, hear this story. I thought this one was really interesting. A Jupiter mother believes mold in her son's pre-K classroom made him sick and caused his hair to fall out. The school district denies it, but parents say critical tests were never done. By the way, I'm reading from the WPBF.com. I don't even know what that is. What is WPBF? Oh, it's a Florida news station. Oh, ABC 25, WPBF. All right, here we go. Ashley Vonk says her 5-year-old son, Hudson, was a healthy, happy child when he started pre-K at Lighthouse Elementary in Jupiter last fall. But within weeks, he developed headaches, congestions, and dark circles under his eyes. At first, Vonk thought it was just a string of childhood illness. Then Hudson's hair began falling out. Oh, it was devastating. I think my body went into full trembles just to see that this is what your baby's insides are dealing with, Vonk said. The hair loss started in small patches, then progressed rapidly until Hudson was completely bald. 2 boys in one classroom lose hair. Vonk said she was suspicious because another child in Hudson's classroom had also lost all their hair the month before. And so that's when I just knew. I'm like, this has got to be something toxic in this classroom, she said. The family ordered independent testing. Results showed Hudson's mold exposure for one strain was 4 times higher than what's considered safe. This is a crazy story to me. Another strain came back nearly twice as high. His doctor said, this is serious, Vonk said. School district testing finds no mold. After the Vonks raised concerns, the Palm Beach County School District tested the classroom 3 times in January, March, and April. District staff and outside experts conducted visual inspections, used moisture meters, and infrared cameras. Their findings: no visible mold, no mold odors, and no elevated moisture levels. The Florida Department of Health also gave the classroom a satisfactory grade after a surprise visit. Despite the district's assurances, Vonk and other parents were not satisfied. They questioned why air and surface samples, considered a more thorough method of testing, had not been performed. So far, Vonk says 3 other children from the same classroom have tested positive for high mold exposure. WPBF 25 News confirmed one of those cases with another parent. The Vonks also had their own home tested for mold, and no problems were found. Independent mold inspector Howard Newmark reviewed the district's testing approach. The short answer is no, it's not adequate. I find it unusual that the work that was done omitted air and surface samples. Okay, I'm not going to read any further because I don't want to bore y'all anymore. But what do you think about that? Yeah, this could go on pretty long. If you guys want to hear me, if you want me to read the rest, I'm glad to. But yeah, 2 boys in the same classroom, both lost their hair. That's no coincidence. That is no coincidence. There's something up. If it's not the mold, it's something going on in the air. I don't know. And it might not be just restricted to the one classroom either. Okay, so that's the first story in today's Ball Girl News. Usually the Ball Girl News is much more fun than that. We talk about fun stuff. This was just one that I found really interesting because there's a lot of testing that needs to be done to confirm why these 2 little boys have lost their hair, because we can't be going around just our kids just losing hair. Big Boom says face purple smiling fangs. Oh, hey Big Boom. That's how it read. So Big Boom, my bestie, she just logged in, and I guess she used an emoji, and the text system, the chat system, literally wrote out the emoji instead of showing me the emoji, which is hilarious. Anyway, what's up, bestie? Okay, so the next story in today's news, TT, do you what do you think of my struggle wig? This is the struggle wig. I'm gonna wear it. I'm not spending money. You missed it at first. I'm not spending money on any new wigs until I figure out what exactly I want. Remember how I used to be a Wig-a-Holic? I'm not a Wig-a-Holic anymore. My best friend knows about this. She has lamented in the past aghastly about how much money I've spent on wigs. In fact, she might be the only person who ever had enough nerve to challenge how much money I spend on wigs. I did say earlier that everybody else in my family would just sit quietly and let me spend money on wigs because they didn't know how to talk to me about it since they didn't have hair loss like me. But TT, she was like, what the hell? You spend how much? What are you bugging? Yeah, she keeps it 100% real with me. I love her for that and for everything else. Anyway, so what do you think? This is the struggle wig. I considered putting some curls into it, but even last night when I was trying to put the curls into it, it wasn't holding a curl. So what's the purpose? If it's just gonna drop, I might as well just accept this straight. Here, all right, let's just try. I'll try. I'll go ahead and burn the hell out of this hair because it's already burned. All right, let's read the next topic from the Ball Girl chat. Hang on. So, an Indian YouTuber who's bald, he's being paid $1,700. I believe $1,700, if I'm not mistaken, to wear a billboard on his head. So he's using his bald head as a billboard. Let me see. Y'all want to see this billboard head, or is that too boring for you guys? Yeah, would y'all do that? I mean, if he actually rocked it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you. I'm not gonna read you the story because you might be bored. Or maybe you won't. Maybe you won't. Hang on, I'll read it to you. What the hell? We here. Kerala vlogger turns bald head into billboard. I want to show it to you. I actually like the tattoo. It actually is kind of cute. He did good. I was proud of the old chap. Let me show it to you. Actually, let me pull it up. Oh, here he is. Did I burn the hair enough? Let's see. Okay, well, that curl came out okay. I'll come back and do the other one in a second. After we read about this billboard bald head. Okay, here he is. Check out. Can y'all see it? Oh, the birds are just singing. I love them. Y'all see it? Wait, you guys can't see it here. Can you really see it? Okay, so if you're wondering why you can't make out the letters, that's probably because it's written in either Urdu or Hindi. I'm not sure because this is out of India. But yeah, he's kind of rocking his $1,700 billboard, right? Oh, there it is. You can see it. I like how he's working that. He is kind of slick with his bald head billboard. What a way to earn some cash, huh? All right, so let's read about it. Okay, Kerala vlogger turns bald head into billboard. In a quirky twist of creativity, Kerala-based travel vlogger Shafiq Hashim has turned his bald head into a walking advertisement and is already earning him money. The 36-year-old Alapuza, I don't know what that word is. Y'all know what that is? Somebody, let me know. The 36-year-old, from Alapuza. Okay, I guess that's a city in India. Spam all day, y'all. Okay. Who is known for his YouTube travel videos, recently signed his first advertising deal worth Rs 50,000. That's 50,000 rupees. The RS is rupees. I don't know why I think that's $1,700. I think I had looked into it once. I could be really wrong. It could be like $50. I don't know. Either way, he's making some money off it, right? If one of you guys wants to go and do like a rupee to US dollar conversion for me, that would be appreciated. Anyway, recently signed his first advertising deal worth 50,000 rupees for a 3-month campaign. The brand, a hair and skin clinic based in Kochi, whose logo is now tattooed on the back of his shiny scalp. This is a temporary tattoo. I've confirmed it. So it's not a, he doesn't have to wear. Did y'all hear that? He doesn't have to wear that forever. Oh, I just realized I haven't finished putting on my makeup. Y'all, I look crazy. No eyelashes, no nothing. All right. But instead of going under the needle, he decided to embrace his baldness and flip the narrative. Baldness is natural. Why be ashamed of it? He said. I thought, what if I turned it into a creative opportunity instead? Wait, I missed the whole part. I missed the whole section. I'll read it again. From hair worries to headlining ads. Speaking to the New Indian Express, Shafiq shared how the idea came about when he was considering a hair transplant. Hi, baby girl. But instead of going under the needle, he decided to embrace his baldness and flip the narrative. Baldness is natural, he says. Why be ashamed of it? I thought, what if I turned it into a creative opportunity instead? So he posted an offer online. Oh, that's how he got the deal. He posted it online, inviting companies to use his head as advertising space during his video shoots. The idea took off, attracting media attention and interest from brands. Does anybody want to pay me to wear a tattoo on my head? Oh, what a way to make $1. Bald is beautiful and profitable. As part of his deal, Shafiq will feature the temporary tattoo in at least 3 YouTube videos with close-up shots making sure the logo is clearly visible. The tattoo itself is safe and removable with chemicals, but Shafiq believes the concept is here to stay. I might be the first in India or even the world to rent out my bald head for brand ads, he says. It's not just about going viral. It's about changing how people see baldness and promoting body confidence. That is so dope. And I really love how he worked it. Because, y'all, look how cool Shafiq looks. Y'all see that? I know you guys can't see it here. You want to see Milan? My daughter just came home. Is Arthur here?
Yes.
Oh, hi, Arthur. My daughter and her boyfriend. So check him out. Yeah, he's working it. I'm feeling Shafiq right here. What y'all think? Let me go into the comments and see what you guys have to say. Big Boom. Bestie says he is brave. I hope they pay him good. I hope that too. Did you do the conversion for me, TT? I hope somebody do the conversion for me. How much is that? How many rupees is that? 50,000 rupees equals how many dollars? You guys are quiet in the chats in TikTok, but thank you for joining me. All right, so let me hit. Okay, we got I think 1 or 2 more topics to cover in the Bald Girl news. Oh, the male version of the BBL. I like this story too. The male version of the BBL. You know what the male version of BBL is? Hair transplants, y'all. So, here I'm gonna read you guys the story. Men are actually flying overseas to get their hair transplants because they find it to be cheaper. So they found a new way to get their mojo back. Let's go ahead and read it. Breakup blues are fueling a surge in hair transplant travel. Let's go. I'm sorry, y'all. My nose is running. Okay, so this one is from Yahoo Finance. Okay, Yahoo Finance talks about breakup blues fueling a surge in hair transplant travel. Here's a photo. I'll see it. Can you see it? Yeah, there's too much light. For some reason, there's a lot of light in my laptop camera. My phone picks it up much better. Anyway, British men are quietly booking hair transplants after breakups and flying to Turkey to do it. Doesn't that sound familiar? Do you remember when everybody was flying to Turkey? I think to get their teeth done, right? I know the place to go for boobs and butts is, I think, Dominican Republic. Did I get that right? And the place to go for teeth is Turkey. So also, if you go to Turkey, you can go get your teeth fixed and your hair transplanted at half the price. Okay, so let me read it. Breakups hurt, but for a growing number of British men, the fix isn't a pint with the lads or a new tattoo. It's a fresh hairline, and they're flying to Turkey to get it done. Clinic Prime, a UK-focused cosmetic medical provider based in Istanbul, reports a sharp uptick in bookings from recently single men. These patients aren't just chasing aesthetics. They're seeking closure, control, and confidence. We've heard it dozens of times now. I just split up and it's time to do something for me, said Sam, UK representative for Clinic Prime. It's a quiet form of self-reinvention. Why post breakup hair transplants? Relationship endings often trigger a desire for change, new routines, new goals, new hairlines. Clinic Prime says the pattern is clear. Most of these men had never seriously considered a procedure until their breakup. Now, a growing number are opting for hair transplant Turkey services that offer medical precision at a fraction of the cost. Yeah, are y'all running to Turkey to get your hair transplanted? I am not. I am not a candidate for hair transplantation. Y'all know how hair transplantation works, right? In case you were wondering if you were considering getting it, if you have baldness like I do, you are not a candidate, okay? You have to have some hair on your head in order for your hair to be transplanted. So what they do is they graft an area from a section of your head that has a full head of hair on it, and they actually take that skin and transplant it over the area where you want the hairs to start growing. Very technical. I can't get into it. I don't know much about it, but I'm not a candidate because I have no hair. Where are you going to get the hair from, right? I would have to get it from a dead person. And you know what? Even if I did get the hair from a dead person, my body would reject it because my body, that's the problem with hair. With me and hair, my body rejects hair follicles. So literally, as soon as my body sees hair, it's like, oh, get that thing out of here. Get it out. So that's why I'm a bald girl today because my body rejects it. So I'm not even a candidate. Speaking of dead hair. I'm scared to use this word, by the way. I'm scared TikTok or YouTube is going to flag me for using that word too many times. But speaking of, there was a report written, and it divulged that a lot of the hair that we get from across the world is harvested from dead people. From sinks, from dead people. Sinks, when you take a shower, you people with hair. When you take a shower and your hair falls out into the sink, people in poor countries, war-torn countries, they take that hair, they collect it, they tie it up, put it in a Ziploc bag, put it in a rubber band, and at the end of the month, they take it to some dealer and they get money for this hair. They'll get $1 for the hair, and the dollar actually feeds them for a week. I mean, we're talking about countries that are truly, truly poor. This is how their money is made. So, I mean, you guys want to talk about how a lot of the human hair that we get is harvested? That is a conversation that you need a glass of wine for, because a lot of you might rethink your hair purchases when you start hearing about how a lot of this hair is gathered. A lot of it is stolen. Ow, I just burnt my neck. A lot of it is stolen. Like how people rob here in this country. You can get robbed for your purse. People will literally rob you for your ponytail. women who have long hair. In other countries, people grow a lot of hair, especially in these Asian countries. Hair is long, it grows fast, little girls walking around in their ponytails are snatched and cut off. It's like that. It gets really into it. I'm not going to get into it right now because I don't have that particular article in front of me. I covered that once before, but I will cover it again as new information emerges because that information is always in the news. I think that's about it. Yesterday we talked about the woman in Britain who is battling cancer. She is in chemotherapy and has lost her hair, so she contracted with this wig maker who she was referred to, and the wig maker took all her money. I think that's where I got the $1,700 from. She gave him $1,700. Y'all want to hear the story? I can go ahead and read it to you. Let me pull it up. Took her damn money. And these are things that happen all the time. I've been robbed in my mind, the way that I have been scammed by wig companies, it feels like somebody robbed me. You know what I mean? Like that, like at GUN point. It feels that way because once you're out $1,200-$1,500 for something that you can't show for, or you could only wear once or twice, it's literally like being robbed, right? So we are preyed upon. And then the fact that this woman is actually actively going through chemotherapy, that is wicked evil right there. That is evil. So I'm gonna go ahead and read it to you. You guys have to be careful about how you get your hair. Hang on, let me read it. Mother battling cancer claimed what? Wig undergoing chemotherapy, disgusting wig maker vanish. That's how the link read, y'all. Sounds crazy, right? But I found it though. It was in the New York Post. Y'all want to hear about it? All right, this was just yesterday in the New York Post. I'll read it to you. I hope all this work is worth it because I'm putting a lot of work. I was working on this wig since last night. So hopefully it lasts me at least throughout the day without making me look insane. Anyway, let's read it from the New York Post. Devastated mom with cancer says disgusting wig maker ghosted her after $1,750 hair order and stole the cash. I really thought that he was going to help me. This woman needed help, she says. You see that? I really thought that he was going to help, she says. Just terrible. Why can't I scroll through it? What's going on? It just froze on me. Because, that's how it goes. Try to do something good and it freezes up on you. Anyway, I guess I don't have to read the story to you because the title says it all, doesn't it? He stole her $1,700. Oh my God, why is it acting up? Show's over. Anyway, guys. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and finish. I'm going to go ahead and finish curling this wig. And then I'm going to head out. I don't have to cook dinner today. I'm very pleased about that. I cook 6 or 7 times a week. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired of cooking. Because I also make like a big breakfast each morning. Like breakfast is a big deal in our house. It's almost just as big a deal as dinner. So make this huge breakfast every day, and then I have to juice. I'm still drinking my juice. Right now I'm having an apple, beets, watermelon, pineapple, lemon, and ginger. TT got me into juicing because really I never really considered juicing. I've done shakes in the past and I really don't like them. I don't like the texture. the way it feels on my lip. So even though I knew I should have gotten into it a long time ago, I didn't because I just don't like it. My dad loves to make shakes, and he would make these. Yo, I love my dad, but he makes some crazy ass shakes. He would make like an apple garlic shake and be like, "Here, drink this up," and I'd be like, "Oh my god, I don't want to drink it, Dad." And he'd be like, "No, drink it." He'd stand over me until I drank it. So I have like PTSD from that. But anyway, I went by TT's house. I was there last month for a time, my bestie's house, and her daughter made I think she made a carrot ginger juice. And I was like, this is so good. So literally, for some reason, right after that, my husband called me up and he's like, "Oh, I'm thinking about getting a juicer." And he bought it. So we've been juicing ever since, but it is a lot of work and it's kind of expensive. I feel like we drink about, what's 12 times 4? 40. I would think we spend about $48 a week on just fruits, just fruits for juicing. That doesn't include the fruits we eat every day because I do like to snack on fruits. So I didn't include that. But I know my husband, he's the one who goes out in the morning and he picks up the juices that he wants, the fruits that he wants juiced, and then I juice them. So he spends about $50 a week on that. That's a lot of money. And sometimes you get fruits that are no good. Like the other day, I picked up a pineapple and it was like, I cut it open. It looked like a sponge. It was disgusting. I was like, oh, this is not good. Apparently, pineapples go out of season at the end of July. So I think we're nearing that point. How do y'all think about this wig? It's still a stiff wig. But like I said, I'm a recovering wig-a-holic. So I'm not running out to get a new wig. I'm going to wear this stiff wig. Because you know what I'm not? I'm not Beyonce. I'm not going on stage to perform for anyone. I don't have to look like $1 million all the time, right? Look, it barely even holds a curl. Y'all saw how long I hold that in there? Barely holds a curl. Okay. What abs? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm over here ignoring my peeps on YouTube. That looks like it hurts, TT says. What looks like it hurts? What are you talking about? Jay Crispy says, "Morning, looking and sounding beautiful today." Thank you, Jay Crispy. Fantastic. So Jay Crispy was with me last night when I first pulled out this wig. Look, it's no longer sticking to my head. The it stopped. Well, oh my God, and look at the back. Y'all, I'm not wearing this. The back, I'm so glad this just came off my head because who knew? Look at the back, y'all. Why is there like I'm not gonna wear this wig. I cannot. I can't. I'm going back to my synthetic wig. I'm going back to my synthetic wig. On that wig. Hang on, I'm gonna go get my other wig. And I'm sweating. My other wig, my synthetic wig, is not barely as hot as that one. I have the company I get my synthetic wigs from is really, really good. I totally recommend them. I know that a lot of people in the Black community do not, like, they swear against synthetic wigs. But y'all, if you find yourself a John Renault or Raquel Welch, I especially like John Renault wigs. And recently I learned about Tressalure. These are some really, really, really good brands. The next wig I think I'm going to get, now that has happened with this human hair wig, I have just made, right in front of y'all, the executive decision to never, ever buy a human hair wig again. Okay, that sounds silly. Of course I'll buy a human hair wig again, but I'm not rushing to do it. If I find the right one, I'll... Hang on, let me go get... Sade says, "I rather them too." I agree, right? Sade says, synthetic wigs are everything. So what brands do you wear, Sade? I'm curious. Because honestly, the high-end brands, they can get a little pricey. And you know what else with the high-end brands? They cater to older white women. So you're going to see hairstyles in those brands that look like they're for older white women. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go get my wig that I wear all the time. Give me a second. I wasn't going to wear it, so I don't have it next to me. Plot twist. I can't find it. Y'all, I lost my wig. I can't find my wig. I don't remember where I put it. I probably had like a feng shui moment and I put it up neatly somewhere and not in the right place. So the wig I came back with is this is the Tressalore wig that I was talking about, right? This is not the wig I plan to wear because this wig is old and ratty now. I'm not gonna lie. I still wear it because I just love it so much, but it is old and ratty. I'm gonna go find my wig as soon as I remember where I put it. Clearly, I didn't put it in my drawer like I was supposed to. I probably put it in my nightstand. Yo, it's so hard to be me. Big Boom says, try the big green smoothie challenge for a week. What's in the green smoothie? Is it just like kale? So Sade, Sade says, I like this one. You like this wig, right? The color is so nice, but it is old and ratty. I got a lot of wear out of this wig, y'all. So this wig is the Tressalore sensational wig. Yeah, it's time to retire this wig. And I don't want to misrepresent it by showing it to you right now, only because I want you guys to see what it looks like when it's in its prime. You know, this wig right now is not in its prime. I probably worn this wig a total of 50 times, which is a record, by the way. So this is a high-end synthetic, heat-friendly wig. The one I typically wear all the time is not heat-friendly. So I'm going to try to make it look as nice as possible before I put it on, just so y'all can really get a feel for how nice this wig is. But it looks way better. It's actually way nicer than whatever I put on right now. And much lighter than that damn human hair wig that I spent too much time messing around with. I'll never do that again. Screw those human hair wigs, y'all. Screw them. All right, so this is how I wear it. Sade said it looks good. It still has potential. What would you do to bring it back to life? Because it feels really, it just feels really, what's the word, like trashy? Is there a better word for that? It just feels that way. And it does kink up kind of quickly now that it's old. But like I said, I got at least 40 good wears out of this. I wore it the whole time I was in Florida. And then I liked it so much. I had intended when I came back home to change it, but it was still holding up so strong. I was like, well, I'll just keep wearing it. Oh, so the whole time I thought I was talking to TT. I was talking to TT's baby girl, her grandbaby, Janelle. Hi, baby. Hi, sweetheart. Are you coming to visit? I thought you were coming to New York to stay with me for a while. What's going on with that? All right, so this is, what does Sade say? Sade says, pin the curls and let it set, then take it out. It will be good as new. Ooh. It's a lot of shedding too. But y'all, this is how it looks after about 50 wears, and I'm not exaggerating. 50 wears. I count wears. Wears are very important to me. This is how I know if a wig is worthwhile. And I could tell you after wearing this wig 50 times that it is worthwhile. Sure wish I could find my regular wig, though. I guess I'll be wearing this one today since it's on my head. So let me go ahead and glue it down. I'm just using Got To Be. So you say pin the curls and stop pulling the loose hair. Cut it instead to avoid more damage. You might be right. But the thing I find about the loose hairs is if you don't pull them out, they kind of trail you. Like they fall out as you're going throughout your day. Like I look on my car seat and there's little blonde hairs everywhere. Like what Big Pun say? Little brown hairs everywhere. Do y'all know that song? And then I just told myself that is the old rap song by the late great Big Pun. Little brown hairs everywhere. Little blonde hairs everywhere. Sade says, really? No trails, no trails, no trails. Especially like when you're not in your own setting. Like in the car, it's fine because it's my car. But imagine like sitting in your man's car, or your boyfriend's car, and you just leave a bunch of hair. You go on a date, and you just leave a bunch of hair behind. Oh God, no. Jeannie Strauss. Hey Jeannie, how are you? Jeannie says, so pretty. Thank you so much. This is the sorry. This is the what did I just say? The Sensational Wig by Tressalore. Oh, I still have not done my lashes and my brows. All right, I'm gonna do that and then I'm out. Okay. So remiss. So remiss. Big Boom says the implant looks like it hurts. Oh yeah, the implant would hurt, wouldn't it? I'm sure you go under anesthesia for that. Who's from Ocala? Ocala just joined? That's funny because I thought I was talking to Ocala over here on YouTube. Now I'm talking to Ocala here on TikTok as well. Good to see you. I'm gonna try to pin the curls. I think I'm gonna give it a good, maybe, you know what I could do? Sade, maybe I could give it what you think about that? Maybe I could give it a boil? How do you say it? How do I say it without making it sound insane? Because using the word boil sounds insane. But like pour hot water over it, straighten it out really good, like boiling hot water, right? And straighten it out really good. And then while it's still wet, give it another curl. That would like straighten it out after I wash it and everything, of course. Because I feel like I haven't washed this wig probably since about 3 years ago. I do wash my wigs often, by the way. I wash them every 3 or 4 years, especially when they get old. When they're brand new, I wash them less. I wash them once a week. But when they start getting old like this, I wash them more often. All right. Eyelashes. So I had them sitting. I had my eyelashes from that I've been wearing all week. Actually, it's time for me to retire these lashes, probably. I had them sitting in this solvent. This is the solvent. To get rid of the old glue. So now it's just a matter of wiping it off. Now see it? So as it was sitting, it started to like, then you can see how the glue started to just cake up. You see it? And then I can pull it off just like that. It comes right off. Gets nice and clean. So my big challenge with the lashes lately is that somehow I've been too heavy with the glue or something like that, because when I go back and look at my videos, I can see that the glue is clumping up. And I'm sure that's because I've been too heavy-handed with the glue. So I got to find the perfect balance with the glue. But there's got to be the balance, because if you don't put enough glue, then the lashes fall off, right? So that's the challenge. Get the perfect balance. And then find the damn glue. Oh, here it is. Okay. Here it is. This glue is old. I have more glue than that. I don't like to waste you guys' time, so I'm just going to use this glue here. But like here, I just did a little clump. I don't know if you can see that little clump I just put there. Get rid of that. This is the Duo Lash Glue. I use it to seal my eyebrows and also to install my lashes. So off camera, I did this before I started. I covered up the tattoos that I have on my eyebrows. I have old tattoos that I got when I was 18 years old, and they have since turned like green blue. So I go over it with Benefit eyebrow gel, and then Once I've done that, then I do what you just saw me do. And it's basically sealed in the brow so that, it the eyebrow doesn't rub off throughout the day. If you guys have no eyebrows, then you know what I'm talking about. Your eyebrows will rub off. If you take off your shirt or something like that. Sorry, y'all. Super thirsty. Okay, so once that's done, let's do something with these brows. Ooh, let me put on some lipstick too. And maybe some blush. I can't find anything. All right, I found this. I guess I'll use this. What is this I'm using? Oh, this is by LA Colors. This is from the 99-cent store, y'all. And I really like it for some reason. It's um a perfect dupe for my Charlotte Tilbury. I love cheap stuff, y'all. I love a cheap dupe. Oh my God. And I'm always looking for one. So if I see a color I like, I don't care if it costs 50 cents, I'm getting it. Because good colors are hard to find. Ooh, I really like it. Y'all like this color? Ooh, what does that say? Oh, I'm sorry, Sade, you were talking to me and I missed the whole thing. Okay, let me go back. Sade says you can leave it on your head, put rollers in it, and dip it in hot water. That is what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. I used to do that all the time, and I haven't done it in a long time. So since I like this wig so much, I'm going to do exactly that, Sade. Sade says you can leave it on your head, put rollers in it, then take it off and dip it in hot water. That is what I used to do, and I'm going to do it again. And then sit it to dry overnight. I'm going to do that. Thank you, Sade, for reminding me. Thank you. Thank you very much. She says if you don't have a mannequin head. Damn it. Did I just mess up? Sorry. Thank you. Thank you for being patient with me. She said that's okay that I took a long time to respond. Thank you for being patient. All right. So I like that color. So if you guys are wondering, this is LA Colors. Now I know you can get this at Walgreens. I think you can get it at Rite Aid closed down, right? There's no more Rite Aids. But I know they used to sell it at Rite Aid. Anyway, this is at the 99-cent store I get, and I'm sure they sell it other places. But it's called LA Colors Lip Liner. It does not run either. It's really a good dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury. And the color is Caribbean Chic. Ooh, and I like the name too, because y'all, I'm Caribbean Chic. At least I like to think so. All right. Do the eyebrows. Okay, so for the brows, I'm using the Hyper Easy eyeliner in color brown. In color brown. The Hyper Easy eyeliner in color brown. Can y'all see it? This is a really good one. I like this brand a lot. I'm not like a product junkie. I'm really reformed. When I say that I am a reformed shopaholic, I really, really am. I do not waste my money anymore. I wear things down. Like you remember back in the days when you were a kid, you didn't have any money and you could use your eyeliner until it became a little thing like that. I'm at that point. Like I don't waste money at all anymore. I want to travel. I want to buy other things and sink my funds into other places, not into things that just pile up in my countertop or hair that won't stand the test of time. And it's so bad. All right, so this is Black Radiance. So I use two different ones, right? I use the Black Radiance liquid liner to make some strokes, and then I follow it up with some brown. This liquid liner is getting a little thick. You know how it gets a little thick over time? So to thin it out a little bit, I just use my NYX makeup setting. And yes, I know it looks like I know that the container is all shabby chic now, but that's what it looks like when you are being frugal. Right? So here I am being frugal. And there's a lot left in there, so I don't even know why the container looks like that. But look how it worked. Nice and thin. Y'all see? All right. Okay. I need to focus. Hang on. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing. I know y'all can see that gap there. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a little gap, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'll fill that in with the brown. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, YouTube. Y'all can't see. Oh, Lord have mercy. I just became so tired. Like that was so much work. I'm ready for bed now. That eyebrow application took the life out of me. Thank God, I'm not even finished yet. Okay. Okay. Now I can breathe. All right. So did I? Oh, I have to put a little bit of glue on my eyelid so that I can set my lash. Big Boom says redo the tattoo. I don't know that experience. That last experience with the tattoo artist, TT, kind of kind of gave me PTSD. I have PTSD from a lot of things lately. Like I'm scared to do everything now. I'm scared to buy a new wig, scared to get a new eyebrow tattoo. I'm scared to do everything. Y'all, it's bad. I need to see a therapist. TT's always telling me to see a therapist. Listen, I don't even have the tolerance to sit through a therapy session, honestly. Maybe one day a therapist will subscribe to my channel and watch me and finally give me a diagnosis because I swear I have spoken to therapists many times in my life and I could talk to them endlessly, it seems. It feels like I see them 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times before. And I say to them, well, doc, I've been seeing you now for 10 times. Do you have a diagnosis for me? And they're just like, still getting to know you. And I'm like, how long does it take? I'm not looking for a friend. I'm looking for results. You know what I'm saying? I just don't have the time. I want to do the work, but I want the work to make some damn sense. Okay. Now I can put my lash on. I think I did a decent job with the glue. Oop. Y'all see? I didn't leave any chunks in there. Last night's in last night's live stream, I looked back at it and I did have chunks in my lashes and I was not happy about that. Sade says same. What are you talking about? The therapy thing? You said they closed yours also? Close what? What are you talking about, Sade? They closed your. What was I talking about? Closing something? Did I mention something about closing something and I don't remember? They're in. Good, I'm all lashed up now. All right, let me finish up the brows. Oh my God. Jesus Christ, this almost became an OnlyFans page. Good Lord. Sorry about that, y'all. All right, now I'm going over it with the brown. Microblading, TT. I might do microblading. I just find that when it comes to contracting with people, everybody seems to get different results. Like I'll see your microblading and I'll be like, oh my God, your eyebrows look so amazing. Who does them? And then you'll send me to your microblader. Then I'll go and I'll get it done. And it'll look like a monstrosity. Y'all ever experienced that? Like that seems to happen to me all the time. I remember at one time I was modeling, like I was buying wigs so often, getting my hair done so often that I was actually in like hair shows. Y'all know those like Chicago hair shows? I was in hair shows like that, but the New York version. And I remember this makeup artist came inside and she was doing everybody's makeup. And everybody was coming out looking so good. And yeah, I don't know if she hated me or something or what, but she made me look like a straight up vampire. Like my eyebrows were jet black and my lips were hot red and my skin was white. I was like, what have you done? What have you done to me, lady? And it just seems to be that way all the time. Even like some people will, back when I used to wear the human hair wigs, people would tell me, "Oh my God, where'd you buy that wig?" And I'd be like, "Oh, I get it from this place." And they'll go to that place and get a piece of crap, and they'll be like, "Oh my God, I went to that place you told me to get, and I spent so much money, and it was a piece of shit." And I'd be like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." Like I just feel like you just can't get consistent results from anybody. So if you find one thing that you like, just stick with it. That's why I can't change my damn hairstyle. Anyway, y'all, I'm all dressed. I'm ready to go. I think I'm going to wear this handbag today. This is the bag I've been wearing for a really long time now. And I'm ready to change it. Not because I don't love it, but just because I've been wearing it for too long. I just want to switch it up. But look how cute it is, y'all. This is by Patricia Nash. This is the Patricia Nash quilted denim bag. And it retails for $169. It retailed for $169 like 2 years ago when I bought it. Now you could probably get it on the afternoon market now for $50. I don't know what they sell for now. But anything you can get 2 years later is now, I'm sure, less expensive. Unless it's Fendi or some high-end brand like that. Then it's more expensive. But I think I'm going to change it into this bag. What y'all think? This is an actual Prada bag. Vintage Prada bag. Which one should I show? Just wear the down. I mean, I am wearing denim, so it just makes sense. And it's easier. I'll just wear this one. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me. I had so much fun today, and I hope you guys had fun too in the Bold Girls Gossip Room. And I hope that you are subscribed. I hope that you are following. I hope that you're giving me a lot of likes. And I hope that you tell your friends and share the videos if you like. Okay. I love you very much, and we'll talk again soon.